Good morning, Flamingos. I'm Wendy, and I'm coming at you from my new home state, North Kakalaki. And I'm excited to talk with you today about loving your business. First of all, let's define love. There are several definitions of love, right? Love is patient, love is kind, it's generous, it does not envy, it does not boast. I think loving your business has a lot to do with how you define love. The other definition we need to discover here is your. So, hi Melody. So your means belongs to you. So if you've ever babysat before, raise your hand or give me a like if you've ever babysat before. Then you know that there's a difference between, and you have kids. Thanks, Melanie. If you've ever babysat before, you know there's a difference between other people's kids and your kids, right? So like when I was in high school, I babysat a lot. I babysat a family down the street that had 5 kids who were all extremely active, and their parents would leave for like 6 hours, and they would pay me $5 at the end of it. And wow, that was such good birth control. But when I had my own kid, and it took me till 30 to even want one, because of that experience, I realized, holy cow, this is like my little being. Like, she belongs to me. She is precious. Like, I don't, it was a totally different, there's difference between kids you babysit and kids that you have, right? Or adopt, or they're part of your family. So that's, I mean, if that helps illustrate the difference between, yours and someone else's, I hope that does. And business. So a business, right, is typically something set up to solve a problem in order to help other people, and typically makes money. So this is something that gets kind of shoved to the side sometimes because we love our businesses so much. It's almost like we're doing a hobby, or, we love it so much. How can we call it a business? Because there's this thing in our minds that says, if I make money, it's bad. That's not the case. If you think that, please go ahead and do yourself a favor and get connected to Christy Wright's podcasts. I read her book last year, Business Boutique, and she has a lot of assumptions in there that people tend to make, especially as parents or, busy moms who don't typically allow themselves to dream. And there's a very systematic way she approaches that. Okay, so we've defined love, we've defined and we've defined business. I want to show you a couple of ways that I love my business. The first is gratefulness. When I let go of my gratefulness, then I typically let go of my love. And so there's a couple ways I do that. Journal. And I have a success book also. It's just a journal that I keep. Okay, I made 10 phone calls today, or 10 text messages or Facebook messages. I feel really good about that, and I'm going to write that in there. Like, some days I don't do 10, so that's a big deal. I'm going to write that down as a success. You should be keeping a record of that so that when you lose gratefulness, you can go back and be like, oh yeah, I am the bomb. I am the bomb. And gratefulness doesn't mean like being satisfied with little, all right? It just means it's an awesome starting point because you're like, wow, I have this huge gift. What am I going to do with it? And it just gives you a ton of freedom. So for example, say you live in a house, all right? And you look around your house, and instead of seeing it as tiny, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm warm. It's a totally different mindset. So being grateful for the business is one thing. And if you need help with that, let me know. I lived in several third world countries and saw women completely like not taken care of, with no opportunity, and never will have opportunity. So I am like on fire about the fact that we can start our businesses with $40 and we don't need permission from anyone. It blows my mind still. Yeah, I might be stuck in the Middle Ages, but still, I'm so excited about that. So if you don't see the gratefulness for the gift that you have in your hands, let the third world do it for you. And then the mentorship that's available, it's truly amazing. So I used to be in the Army, which is, heavily populated by men. And then after that, I tried my own business. And the mentorship opportunities there were slim to none. If I found somebody who was willing to take me under their wing, I held on to them. But in this company, it is phenomenal. Like, people will help you even if they're not on your team. And it's you have a lot of help in your team too. Like, it's crazy. When I was working on my own business, I mean, I waffled around all the time. Like, what do I do next? I have no idea. I don't even know who to ask, right? So huge. I love that. I just love it. And I'm not saying that men don't mentor, okay? I'm just saying they were less likely to because they didn't want to get in trouble. And then, yeah, so when I'm happy, my family's happy. And, when I'm happy and making money and buying books, my kids are happy too. My husband sees me happy, so then he's happy. It just has a lot of effects. When you love your business, it really shines through to the rest of your home. And it's very, very important. Yeah, so the thing I want to gift you today is a little worksheet I put together. I'm really into worksheets now. It's not really snazzy or like beautiful yet. I still haven't found out how to make it beautiful, but it'll get the information across to you, so I hope it helps you. And it's just something I'm working on. So I know what fuels me. I know what gives me energy. Trainings, I love learning. I could learn all day long. I should have been a professor. And then communicating with other people, like I love convention, Dash Nash, amazing opportunity. Hilton Head, hello, team leader training on the beach, yes. But because I get so much energy from helping other people, I often can't wait till those. So I love networking events. But there's a difference between what you love and what gives you money back, right? So a friend of mine and I were talking, Janelle and I were talking, and I was like, well, what gives you happiness in this business? And if you don't mind me sharing, Janelle, this was like mind-blowing. Very basic, but awesome. She was like, well, I really like when those email notifications come in that say purchase receipt. And I was like, that's it. Me too. I love that little happy email. It is huge to me. So I need that return on investment. And I need to limit the things in a good way, reward myself with the good things that give me energy, but focus on the good things that give me energy and give me a return on my investment of time or space or whatever. Because as a business owner, that's what we do, right? We determine, this was a good use of my time. This was not. What is going to give me results, right? We're looking for results. Like I reached out to my sponsor just last week. I need better results. Like my goal was to replace my husband's income, within 7 years. I would love to up that to now. So how do I do that? I don't, I've been in this business for a while, but it's like I said, I get energy from lots of different things. So I'm making it now a return on investment kind of thing. And you can too. So the sun's coming out, which means be quiet. So I hope that helped you. I'll put the worksheet in the comments here or somewhere else. And hopefully that'll help you determine, what gives you energy, helps you love what you have. And which of those you can focus on to get that return on investment, those purchase receipt emails. So you as a business owner can feel confident going forward. You have an amazing thing to offer to other people, and that in turn will help you to grow your family, your UBAM family. So I hope that helped you, and I hope you have a lovely, lovely day. One last thing. The your, I got to define the your. Okay, so remember I was talking about the babysitting and all that sort of thing. So when you look at other people's businesses, you're not supposed to love them. You need to learn how to love your business. You can take examples from other people's businesses, but if you can't look at other people and be like, oh, I wish it were like this or whatever. You say, I need to take steps like that because it's something I would like. So one last caveat. Anyway, I hope you have a good day, and don't forget to love your business. Love it as much as you love Target. Come on.